Hello and welcome to a new episode of the Pop Punk Paradise podcast. We are in the English language again. Yeah! With me today,
Yay!
Jan, Hansi,
Hello.
Hi, what's up?
and our special guest, the youngest which was in our podcast ever. Ladies and gentlemen, Liv and
Yeah,
Gigi from
you're-
Not Your Girlfrenz.
Hello. Great to be here. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, your manager
great to
Jared
meet
was
you.
was here before.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Oh yeah, Jarrett. Jarrett is amazing. We love him so much. Love bowling too.
Also, is Jared a cool dude for you?
Yes. Oh my god, he's so fun. And whenever we're in the studio with him, he knows what he's doing, but he makes it really fun at the same time.
Yeah.
Which is super great because then you don't feel worried or pressured whenever you're recording.
This is
Like,
very,
I think
this
you
is very
found a lot.
cool.
Yeah, for sure.
I can imagine that.
It's a great mentor.
This is very cool because everything I am in the studio, I'm always on pressure. I'm always angry. I'm always worried. I always fuck up, And if you have fun there, this is very cool.
Yeah, for sure. He's very funny, and then he'll be singing Bowling for Soup songs, and he's Chuck E. Cheese, and so yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah.
Where do you see Jared the first time? As Chuck E. Cheese or as singer of Bowling for Soup?
Singer is Bowling for Bowling for Soup. Actually, I used to listen to Bowling for Soup unknowingly. I didn't know that I was listening to Bowling for Soup, but my parents would play them around the house.
Mm-hmm. And they were
Oh.
always on the radio when we were little, so.
Yeah, and also Phineas and Ferb
Yeah.
from
Oh.
Disney XD. So
Yes.
Yeah.
Or Jimmy Neutron's theme is from Bowling for Soup too.
Yeah.
Or-
also,
That
yeah,
one too.
also knew that. Love that show.
yes, it's great. In German, we got other intro music because we translate some musics from that.
Yeah.
Oh.
But in one Phineas and Ferb episode, Bowling for Soup is in it.
Yeah.
That is very cool.
Yeah, it really was.
I was obsessed with Phineas and Ferb.
Yes.
I loved it.
Oh,
And Perry.
I couldn't watch, including Phineas and Ferb, I think, because I got too, energetic watching those kinds of shows.
Yeah.
But I still need that song.
Great.
Still need that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Best cartoon theme song ever.
So you are my very hope because I'm work as a physiotherapist and I had a patient now. Maybe you're older. She's 13, and she tell me she like classic rock, and I ask her, what do you mean about classic rock? And she said Billy Talent.
Oh my god.
This is very hard for me because I'm only 25, and the time was one of the bands I listened when I was 15.
Yeah.
And it is very hard to hear from a kid in your age, but the town is classic rock.
Yeah. No, I've heard some people say that Green Day is classic rock, and I know that they're not classic rock, but I'm like, oh my god, that's so crazy to think that.
Okay.
They made music for
okay.
30 years, or am I wrong? The early 90s. Oh,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think the first Green Day album was 1988, or wasn't it?
no, 90s. I think it was The Warning, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm
I
not
think-
sure.
Might have been later, or the second one.
Offspring was 1987 or 1988.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Something like
it's crazy.
so this is about Green Day, Bowling for Soup. But you're not in this band at the moment. You're got,
Doing Day.
It was my wish to invite you for this podcast because I hope for a better future in music, and you're think one of the youngest talent in bands. I noticed some facts here. Please correct me when these facts are wrong. you're the youngest band at the Wapatu since 24 years. Is this correct?
Yes,
Yep.
that is correct.
And you turned with Bowling for Soup in this year.
Yes. Oh, so much fun.
And this year you have you want to or you have a tour with the Dolly Rods.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you afraid in this situation because the concerts can be cancelled?
Yeah, I mean, it got postponed to July, I think, which I'm hoping, it'll still happen. But I think it's just for the best, though, because we don't want to, like, put other people in danger coming to the shows.
Yeah.
We also don't want to put ourselves in danger. So it's all for the best, but it's sad, and I'm excited to be on the stage again.
Whenever this whole thing ends, hopefully we can go on that tour. I've been looking forward to it for so long.
Yes.
I want it to happen, but I also want everyone to stay safe. So yes.
Okay, cool. So I wish the best for you, and I hope you can do this tour with the Dolly Rods. I think one of the concerts will be in August, but I don't notice all 2 dates. I'm so sorry. Bad work. I try to description. I try to
Describe.
Describe.
Dankeschön. Thank you. I try to describe your music. Your mix with the band Ted. A little bit softer when the Dirty Youth, a little bit harder when Hey Monday, and a lot of Paramore, but an old style so you like a little bit Bowling for Soup, but not too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how many bands you know about? How many bands do you know? When I told, I think you don't know Ted, the Dirty Youth, or Hey Monday. I think you don't know the bands.
I see Monday, and then obviously Paramore, love them. They're a huge influence for
Bowling for
us.
Soup. Haha.
Yeah, we don't Bowling for Soup. Yeah, that's
Who's
definitely.
Bowling for Soup?
Also, I think this is newcomer.
I think you even did a cover for Paramore, right?
But I don't know Dirty Youth.
You Dirty Youth?
No, I don't. I should listen to them.
It's a little bit harder than Paramore. Like Paramore Powerful.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to check them out.
Okay, easy. So next up, you play at the Wapatu with, please correct me, Simple Plan, I think. Is the correct?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh God, bad notice. And you got, please correct me, cause my English is not so good, and I think you are the winner of the best music video. You are?
Yes, we are.
Fuck yes, nice.
Yeah. That was
How
for video, No One Asked You Anyway.
Yes.
Nice. How does it, because you're 15 and 13? How do you realize how big this is? Because you.
Well, I mean, every day I wake up and I'm just like, what is happening? Especially, going on tour in the UK, which is, a whole different country. We just went in February for the second time. Which is crazy that we were able to go a second time.
Yeah. And then we did Warped Tour twice, which was insane. We got to meet so many of our favorite bands there.
Yeah,
and
The
everyone
Offspring.
was super nice.
Yeah.
So.
And you was in Europe, in England, with Bowling for Soup and Simple Plan. I know a lot of bands which wish that, but you did it.
Yes.
With 15, you're 15.
Yeah, all good. You can relax, mate.
Hansi just realized he's get old.
Yeah, he's a bit relaxed right now. But I have
No, because as I was 15, I play in a lot of death metal bands as a guest musician on big stage too, but for my character it wasn't good because I was everybody sucks, everybody you know, and you don't make this was heißt ihr macht nicht den Eindruck. Jan, hilf mir.
You don't seem like.
Yeah, you don't seem like.
Yeah.
Please excuse my bad English. I know. I'm sorry.
You're doing great. You're doing better than some people I know.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Hansi can German speak not very well because he living in Bavarian, and in this country state, the people in Germany, everybody speak just crap.
They have like a really strong dialect. It's hard to understand. Even
I
for
don't know
native
what you
speakers.
mean, cause I'm very, very original.
Do you got a dialect? Also, you're living in Texas. In Texas, I know. So
They have a nice dialect. Howdy.
Howdy. Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
I know one hockey player from the Dallas Stars,
Oh, I don't.
and he and the dialect sucks really, cause he go when I speak with him, hey, what's up, very come, pardon, I don't understand you.
Oh, it's funny.
So, but Jan, you would
Yeah, I have an
like
extra
to speak.
question. The band started as a fake band, as I read, for like a video project. Could you explain it a little bit?
How it started, it was like kind of a fake band. So I was directing a short film for a like director's class at the acting studio that we all go to, and I was like, I really want a rock band in it because I played music with me and my sister, but I'd never played like electric rock or anything. So I called up Marin, our drummer, and I was like, I know you play the drums. Do you want to like try and do something for this short film? And she's like, sure. And Gigi had only played the keyboards. She didn't know the bass. So she was like, I'll just learn the bass, because we couldn't really find many easy rock songs that had piano and guitar and drums in it. So yeah, she learned the bass, and we just like fiddled around with it. We just like jammed, we made up stuff, and for the film. And then we were like, maybe we should like try and learn a song together. So we did. In the week, we learned "Rock and Roll" by Led Zeppelin.
Oh, classic.
Classic rock.
That's a good one.
This is classic rock.
Yes. So we learned that at our first band practice. Like the first time we played it
Together, like
together
with Marin.
with Marin. Our parents were there. It was crazy. It was like magic. It was. We weren't expecting it. So we were like, maybe we should do this for real. And we booked a gig for a couple weeks later, learned 6 more songs. And we played the gig, and all of our friends came, and it was a packed show.
That's great.
Very nice.
I like.
8 songs in 1 week. That's
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
I mean, I had learn a whole new
Yeah.
instrument, which was,
Yeah.
really hard different because
Yeah.
when you go from this to this, it's like.
yeah. I mean, if you already play instrument, it's quite easy to learn new songs because you know all chords and rhythm. But if you start learning it, it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh no, what the hell am I doing?
Yeah, for sure. No.
Because if you play guitar, there's like something called barré accord, you know?
Yes.
Like F major, and when you
Oh.
start with this, you're like, this will never work because the tune is like super bad when you learn it. And you're like, I will never be able to play this.
She did great though. The first show, she was like bouncing around and dancing and having fun. And you can actually watch our first show on our YouTube channel at Not Ur Girlfrenz.
Yeah.
It's on there. I think it's the first video.
Like Led Zeppelin. I think.
Yeah.
I've seen. It's very cool.
How
It's very cool shit.
how possible is it that the keyboard comes back to you as a band? Because when I hear keyboard, I think and I thought at the my
Please
English is
no.
scrap too.
Please no.
Then I think keyboard. When I hear the keyboard, I think always on the band Army of Freshmen. I don't know if you know they.
Oh yeah, for sure. Those guys are super nice. Jared's worked with them, and I think he's interviewed them a couple times on his podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I like the Army of Freshmen much. That's why you say keyboard, and I thought about it.
I want to do more with the keyboards, but we can't.
Please don't bring the keyboards back. Please don't. Please don't do that.
Let them.
No.
Keyboard's nice.
Also,
You have against keyboard.
We're
It's
playing
a
the
good
keyboard
instrument.
in one of our songs really soon, though. It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
also.
But when we speak about your songs, I heard like the new one came over.
Yes.
The video is really good, actually. I think.
Thank you.
Yeah. But the theme was like 80s arcade games. If I remember
Yes.
correctly. And
So yes.
there was like the movie poster in the background.
Mhm.
And my question was, do you know the movie?
Yes, we do. We're actually actresses too, so we love movies. We're always watching
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
So I think the posters that we actually met Anthony Michael Hall in one of Jarrett's like live podcast things. That was mind blowing from the Breakfast Club.
He was so
Yeah.
nice.
He was so sweet. I think Ferris Bueller's Day Off was also on there. I love that
Yeah,
movie.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you like shot the movie, how was like the feeling? Because you changed like your hair, and it was matching like the background. Because actually I noticed that. Was it like fun, like changing like the hair?
Yeah. To work. I was doing my own makeup, and so for the 80s, I decided I was like, I want blue eyeshadow, and everyone was like, okay, you have 5 minutes to do your makeup, and I was like, I'm gonna do it.
And we had to go from like curling our hair, and then the next shot our hair had to be straight, so we had to just hairspray everywhere.
Oh
it
my God.
smelled like the 80s.
It
like
did.
it was like.
1985.
Yeah.
It's
I think now it is a very good time to do our first podcast game if you want. So
Yeah.
okay.
Fun. I'm kind of scared.
Well, our host is okay for you?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I have some song titles, and you have to tell me which band this is. It's not
or
so
Musiker.
hard.
It's easy. I think you can do it.
Okay.
This is very easy. I think. Okay, the first band or artist, maybe only artist. Girlfriend. What the hell? Freak out.
Avril
Avril
Lavigne.
And that was
Okay, then Scatter Boy. Okay, yeah, easy. I told you, easy, very easy.
Okay. I think I can do this.
Okay. The next band is one of my favorite band as I was 13 for 14 years. Her voice resists. Her voice resides. Tamper. Maybe you don't. Maybe. Her voice resides. Tamper. Scream and fire.
No, I don't know that one.
Tears don't fall.
Okay, Tears Don't Fall Part 2.
And
Yeah.
all these things I hate around me. Yeah.
Don't fall.
Okay, the next one. Are you ready?
Yes.
So I think this is very easy.
You can't screw this one up.
The middle.
Jimmy,
I was listening to that today.
Okay, I think the next one I take some other songs because it's too easy. Okay, the next. I keep this up. Quicksand. Tag me as you please.
Oh, it's so familiar.
It's literally all the
Last song, like, it doesn't like. Oh, I don't remember the name. I know the names. I don't remember the.
The band name is from a song of Newfound Glory.
Oh.
And it's not All Time Low.
Oh my
And sorry, I can't. I don't can speak this word correctly. I hope you can understand. Claire Jojant. I hope this is correct. Please correct me, Jan. The first song.
Yeah.
Claire Jojant. I hope this is Clairvoyant. I hope this is right. I don't understand.
Clairvoyant.
Do you know it? Do you know it?
No, I don't know that one. Do
Story
you?
so far.
So far. Oh.
Yes.
I know the band. I know the band after you say it. Like I've heard of them, but I just I'm really sad right now. This is so sad.
Okay, the next band is my favorite band all time.
Oh.
And
No pressure.
no.
After one
that's
song,
why-
you got it.
Maybe, I hope it. Drink Punk.
Ne?
Vision 2020.
Ach so, nee, was anderes.
Brandenburg Gate.
Anti-Flag?
Yes!
Oh, yay! Okay.
Yes, Fabled Word and Broken Bones. Very
One
nice, very
one
nice.
question. In which country stands the Brandenburg Gate?
What?
In which,
Repeat the question.
in which country? In which town? In which city?
In which country? Maybe you see 3 tips.
Okay. Just think of the name. Brandenburg Gate.
Brandenburg.
I have no clue.
Me either.
Wow, this is actually so
Okay.
sad.
No. It's in the name.
Repeat it one more time.
But you know,
Which
the Brandenburg
city?
Gate is
In which city is the Brandenburg Gate?
Das Brandenburger Tor.
In Germany?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's completely
Oh.
correct. It was too
All in
easy.
Germany.
Got it.
So, I hope you will. The next and the last band of this little game. It's very easy for you. Very easy.
Hopefully.
Very easy. One song and you have to scream it out.
Ugh. One, okay.
Okay.
Stacy's mom.
Nein, das ist der falsche.
Oh, wait.
Fountain of Wayne.
No, Bowling for Soup. That's Bowling for Soup
Bowling for
song.
Soup,
They
sorry.
wrote it.
Not Fountain of Wayne. It is Bowling for Soup.
Slash.
High school never ends. Punk rock wanna run.
Bowling for Soup.
The girl what the bad guys won and
Bowling
hooray
for
for you.
Soup.
Bowling for Soup. Bowling for Soup. Bowling for Soup.
I know I got that one.
So.
Imagine if we got it wrong.
Jarrett would be so disappointed.
And what's your favorite songs from this band which you hear?
Ohio.
Really? I think my favorite might be Almost.
I like Ohio because we played on stage with them.
Yeah.
Live every night whenever we're on tour with them.
Okay. I don't know.
What did you
I think
think
my
about
favorite
this?
song is Punk Rock 101. I think the
No.
music video is cool.
1985 is the best, I think.
Yeah. 1985 is good.
Yeah, that one is awesome.
So, what do you think about the new single of that?
From
Oh,
Bowling for Soup,
yeah.
Alexa Bliss?
Yeah.
Ah. Yes.
That
You like
one's
it
really.
or no?
The
And
song-
then they also have Almost Already Gone. Or Almost Already Gone.
Not almost.
Or the Already Gone. Sorry, I don't know. My brain is working. The Already Gone one. That one's good.
Mm.
It's quarantine getting to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
Okay. So we have some another questions. We have some more questions.
Okay.
Jan, do you want to start or can I do my questions?
You can do yours. Do my when you're finished.
Okay. So Sorry.
I can start.
Let's go, Hansi.
No.
Let's go, Hansi.
Okay. Did you listen in your age some German bands? Maybe. Have you ever heard about German bands?
Rammstein.
Maybe Rammstein or some pop punk bands? Maybe.
No, I haven't.
Or do you want some tips?
Yeah, for sure.
My phone is messing up again.
All good.
But you heard about maybe Scorpions or Rammstein, like German biggest.
Yeah.
And but very good German pop punk bands like Flash Forward or City Kids Feel the Beat. You didn't hear that?
Yeah.
You heard about City Kids Feel the Beat?
No, we haven't heard.
Okay, when I understood it wrong, okay, I'm sorry. But maybe in the next few years, in the next few years, you will come. You have to plan, or you have to wish to play in Germany, Austria, Switzerland, or maybe a big European tour, or
yes,
not.
That would be our dream.
Honestly, it'd be so much fun.
Jared said he want a festival which want Bowling for Soup, and then he can organize a tour around Germany or other countries next to this. Maybe you will be the support when a big concert festival. Like it.
Yeah.
Big concert in Germany, 1,000 people, not more.
No, just
But what's your favorite country which you want to play live?
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, Germany would be amazing.
Australia, obviously.
Yeah, Australia would be great. The jet lag would be crazy on Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
Japan.
Japan.
Yeah.
Yes?
Those are all the ones we want to go to.
Yeah, we want to go everywhere.
Go everywhere. We want to go every single place around the world.
Mm-hmm.
So, I did a little joke about the German concert, about 1,000 people at the German concert. My next question is, do you have a very big scene in Texas or America, or is it small like in Germany? Because in Germany, it isn't small, but autotune hip hop are very popular. Always everyone on the street, little gangsters with a plastic pistol. Do you think? Do you think you have in Texas or in America? I think California have a very big pop punk scene. Do you think you have a very big punk, metal, rock scene, or you haven't?
Like in like the Deep Ellum area.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like in Austin
bands.
too.
Yeah, Austin's very musical. Yeah, I'd say we'd have a pretty good big scene.
Yeah.
There's lots of bands.
Also, at I think your high school, you aren't?
Yeah.
So, in your high school, there are a lot of students who listen pop punk or rock.
A lot of my friends actually have been listening to a lot of pop punk and rock recently, so I think that's really cool. I feel like it's coming back. For sure.
I hope it, because
the music is cool.
Yeah,
but
I hate the new culture of hip hop. I hate it.
But how it's on school? I mean, your Instagram is very famous or beliebt. I don't know the word. It's very popular in the youth, and you got a lot of followers, which I think your friends don't have. How is that to say, hey, look at my Instagram profile, I got 2K or something else?
They're really nice and supportive, and we have really good friends. Like they're not like jealous or anything. They're always coming to our shows, so yeah.
Oh, I think in the States is other culture, cause it's not so easy to go big, but you have a lot of talents, and it's not so difficult to get some follower there. If you maybe for example, a professional skateboarder in California, as my friend, is totally normal in his school, you know, and in Germany you don't have you don't have a mass of popular people, and you know what I mean. It's a very very big thing where you have a permanent person in your friendship, not in and I think in the States, please correct me, I think in the States it is normal, but not so certain. Was it certain?
Rare.
Not so rare. Or is
Yeah.
it? Please correct me.
Yeah, a lot of my friends are like on TV shows and like actors and actresses. Like my boyfriend actually was on a TV show last night for Hulu. It's called Little Fires Everywhere. So that was really cool. Mm-hmm. So a lot of our friends are used to being around popular people, because they're popular too. So yeah.
There's a lot of self-made. That's what I want to. This is the word what I'm searching for. In the States, it's a lot of self-made, in Germany not. So it is. I think it's cool. If you do your thing, and it's not you're famous, and then this guy does self-made. This is the word I think. I hope you can understand what I mean.
I think we understand you, Hansi, but I think at the moment Jan got a lot of more questions. Jan, would you like to say something?
How do you manage like your music career and like your educational career?
It can be very hard at times. Us being homeschooled and doing school at home, it makes it a lot easier. So if we have like a show in the middle of the week, we can just do school on the weekends that we missed. And sometimes it sucks because it's like you're having to do extra work all at once. But we make it through. And then Marin, she goes to public school, and so her teachers love her. And I think her vice principal was like an ex-touring musician, so he really understands playing shows and all that, so makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
And
after your graduation, have you ever thought like how to study like music theory more, that you can like improve your songs, or like event management, that you can manage like your own tour or something in this direction?
Yeah. Business, yeah.
Or would you like to be a manager like Jared and support another band like yours?
I think it'd be really cool to have like a record label one day, like when we get older, we can like sign people. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. But I think it's a lot of work as well.
You got a lot of years till you at the end. But you got a music career and you can be a very big star. Do you was ever on a TV show or something else? Because it's very cool that 15-year-old girls or younger do music and came to Europe with this music.
Yes. Oh, it's crazy. I can't believe it every day.
Yeah, we've when the band first started, we all did like this commercial together where we were like in this rock band. Our parents were like, "Oh, come on, bring down the music, kids." We were like, "Okay." But it was really fun because we all got to do that together, and it was like a commercial. It was like on the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
it was a Super Bowl commercial.
Oh.
And Matthew McConaughey, I don't know if you know him, was voice act. It was the voice like.
He was the voiceover artist for it? Yeah.
Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah.
Okay.
And,
this is...
Yeah.
Okay, I was not in a Super Bowl commercial. Also,
I was in my dreams.
Also, this sounds very big.
Holy macaroni!
And when I think Jared was on a Super Bowl commercial, not, or am I wrong?
I don't know.
Because
I'm not sure, but I think he was.
Yes?
But I'm not sure.
First I'm hearing it.
Maybe his song played like during something like that. I'm not sure either though.
Okay.
Or was it an NHL play? Maybe
we don't know.
I'm not sure. I want to come back to your discography. When it is okay, Jan? Or
one more question actually.
Okay, sorry.
Go on and ask everything you want. Because of like the virus at the moment, a lot of musicians can't go on tour, and they often like use like the time for making new songs, or they're like streaming. They stream the concert on Twitch or YouTube or anything. How are you using this time at the moment?
I am writing every single day. I've been super productive. There's definitely a lot of songs that like I really want to put out now, and it's hard to hold on to them. And
yeah, you have like 1,000 songs saved on your notes, or maybe you choose
songs.
Yeah. So it's hard to choose when you get into the studio, but we're working hard.
So this is
when you write those,
sorry.
When you write those songs, are you like, okay, it's written now, I only record in the studio? Are you like, oh, here's my iPhone, and I just record it on my iPhone, and then and I'm like, oh, listen to it, it's good, it's bad.
Yeah,
the funny thing, the new
I'll
phones.
On my phone, and I'll usually show them to Jarrett, and I'll be like, which ones do you like? And we'll just, go through them. And once we find something we like, we'll be like, let's record it and just see what happens.
Yeah, that's good.
So Jan, you did the perfect question for my question when what I want to do, what I want to ask later. So cause at your homepage, Jared is noticed as your songwriter and manager. And my question is how much he really write your songs, cause I know from my career, you write a song, but and you share it, and the songwriter changes one two things, but not a lot. Is it the same? Maybe
so,
a little bit.
It's like that most of the time. I'll bring a song and Jarrett will be like, let's switch around this part and this part. A couple of songs I've written with him, a co-write, so we'll just start from the beginning, from scratch, and just like play around and see what happens. I've also co-written with Linus of Hollywood. He's good friends with Jarrett, and he's super nice. So
yeah, you've also just written songs by yourself without any help. Jarrett's like, I don't need to work on this song. This is good.
Yep.
So he gives some tips, but he's not the head of your songs. This is sometimes people read that and think it's not so cool. So this is your song, not Jared's.
Yes.
This is okay.
It's Jared's song when they sing "High School Never Ends." Two kids in high school. Then it's a Jared song.
Yeah,
No. Okay, I want to go back to your discography because your last single, Game Over, was released, and I'm Not Okay, a cover of My Chemical Romance this year too, and your Kill America, Kids in America, sorry.
Kill in America.
Was it? No, sorry. Kids in America. It's your first EP, isn't it?
Yes, it was.
And you have a very big. It is a very surprising because I heard your young band and I heard this your first EP, and I like it. Walker is my favorite. And how does it feel? Cause 2018, you're 13, you was 11, you was 13, you was 11. How did it feel if you lie in a bed and you're listening your own song since two years ago? Cause you like all songs, or you have some song on this EP will think maybe not.
Well, I love all of them. They all have a special place in my heart. I love Warped as well. I think that one or Somehow might be my favorite from the EP, but my mom still plays it in the car all the time, so I do listen to them. I think that we've definitely grown since then, and at that point we didn't really know exactly what style of music we wanted to be yet because we were so young. So every single song on the EP was kind of a different style, so that we
have like the rap song and then the slow song.
Yeah. But I like it. I have I have 2 songs on my scale on my sweet scale playlist. It's very cool, and the youths love it too. So the skater scene in Nuremberg like you. But you have a Christmas song too.
Yes.
I don't read the lyrics. I hope it is it's really a Christmas song, not a fun song like Hollywood Under did it. So maybe when you have the 25th of December, do you listen your own Christmas song at home?
My grandparents do make sure that we listen to it every Christmas. So, yes.
Very nice.
Just listen, or do you play it for your friend?
Here is your new guitar. Here's the new bass. Play it.
They usually are like, "Oh, can you play that Christmas song that you girls do?" And we're like, "Yes."
That's cool. You got a lot of guitars in the background. Is this all your guitars, or are you a musical family?
There's a lot of missing ones.
The one that you're seeing right there, that one's actually really old. That was I think my great-grandpa's guitar. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's really old. And then we don't have all of them hanging up on the walls.
We normally have a bunch of cool ones, but they're like
all around the house.
Yeah. There's one I have like 2 guitars in my room right now, and there's like 2 guitars downstairs. We have a lot of guitars.
Also, you are a very musical family. Also, your dad, your grandpa, and all.
Yeah, my dad plays guitar.
Our dad's dad played guitar. Our dad's dad played guitar.
Yeah. It's a very musical family.
Was they in a famous band or something else, or are you the famous people in the house?
He wasn't in a famous band. He always says that he would get stage fright, but he would play guitar for me and my sister when we were little every single night before we went to bed and sing us lullabies. But not your average lullabies. He would sing like Nirvana, Counting Crows, Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
Counting Crows are awesome.
So,
yeah. And which song would she play is your favorite song?
Probably.
He used to play Mr. Jones by the Counting Crows.
I was gonna say that one.
That one was good.
So now every single time I hear that song, I think of like my childhood. So. Yeah.
And made you music with you too, or is this just your thing?
Well, sometimes we'll jam around the house.
Yeah.
And we'll solo over each other, and it's fun. We kind of have like a side project family band that's like underground.
Yeah, underground.
Underground at the moment.
Underground.
We're super famous. Nobody just knows it. So.
Yeah, this is cool. This is cool.
We talked about movies before.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And as I was 30, one of my favorite music was School of Rocks or The Pick of Destiny. Do you know this kind of music? And you love and do you like Jack Black?
Yes,
I love Jack
Black is so funny. I was just watching High Fidelity, and he's so funny in that movie.
Yeah,
I love Jack Black.
He got a lot of music films.
Play
the
best.
It's just a tribute. Yeah, this is
This is
good.
really funny.
Jack Black is a cool dude.
Yeah.
He has a YouTube channel now.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I saw he was playing like Tony Hawk with Tony Hawk. That was like super funny.
He was playing like Minecraft earlier too, like a
Yeah.
little while back.
Yeah.
So Earl, I heard a new Tony Hawk will be released. These kinds will be released this year. Maybe you can ask Jared. He have to do his best to be in this game, cause every band in Tony Hawk is a good band.
Yeah. Oh, that would
Do
be
your best. I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to hear the next Tony Hawk.
Yes.
I ask Jared.
Jared will do this. Jared will do this.
I hope so.
When he can. So,
We have one game, one podcast game, one last podcast game.
Hansi, wait a moment.
No?
Kurz, I switch at the moment in the German language. Hansi, bitte mach das mit Yellow, mit der gelben Karte am Schluss.
Ja, mach ich.
Good.
Das hat
And
sich schon
English
klar-
again.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah, English.
Okay, so we have a quick fire.
Oh.
Do you know what the quick fire is? I don't think so, but I asked before.
Yeah.
Yes.
I say two things. Okay, but I explain for our listeners. We have two things, maybe two bands or two artists or two meals, and the guys have to answer very quick. Don't think about it. Answer very quick, and after the answer, we will have a discussion, or we have a bit argument maybe. So the first quick fire: Billy Talent or Green Day?
Green Day.
Sorry, what?
Green Day.
Green Day.
Okay, sport or math lessons?
I don't know either.
I think sport.
Oh, sport, yeah.
Do you don't like math? Okay, I like. I don't like to. It's okay.
Yes, Hansi, you like math. I know.
Yeah, one plus one are 6, I think. Open air or big indoor arena?
Open air.
Oh,
or big-
indoor.
Indoor arena.
Oh, indoor.
Would you like to play indoor? Really?
Yeah. That would be so much fun.
No. You're the first musicians who tell me you like to play indoor.
Well, it's because
Sometimes it can be hot, and then like the mic.
I
like,
get really bad heat strokes.
Sometimes whenever it's hot outside, like the mic can be really hot and it'll like burn your face.
Mhm.
So probably indoor.
And also when
But you have more power in the indoor thing. You more power. I like to play indoor because you have more power with the.
you
have
hear louder,
Yeah,
and before we play the gig and like the whole place is empty, we all just like to like run around everywhere and just like explore everything, so that's fun.
Yeah, and I liked it in indoor arenas because the noise of the crowd are more and very louder when you are on stage as open air. Because open air it looks cool. You stand on the stage, 10,000, 50,000 people will stand there. Okay, it's cool, looks good. But indoor you have the noise.
Right.
You say scream and 1,000 people, yeah, you have the full noise. I like it.
Yeah.
So, but you're the first musician to tell me that. I like it. Very sympathetic. So, next question. Yeah, what?
I have one more. This is a hard one.
Okay.
Pizza or hamburger?
Pizza.
I like you.
Pizza for me as well, to be honest.
I've had pizza way too much these past few months. Like, oh my god. Do you guys like Hawaiian pizza? Have you had that? Like with the pineapple?
Like it.
Yeah, I used to when I was younger, but I switched to like pepperoni. Because
Yeah.
pepperoni is super. I love it.
I love weird pizza flavors.
Oh, when in Arkansas, we like to visit. Our grandparents live in Arkansas. You can go get this like pizza, and they put like brown sugar and cherries and stuff on it, and it's like a dessert pizza, and it is so good.
Yeah. The
That's
crazy
awesome.
thing I have ever saw, like in the I don't know the English word. Like they put cheese,
Yes.
like not in the pizza, but on the edges.
Yes, in the crust.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
crust.
Cross things.
Oh.
And I was like eating it, and I didn't know it. I was like eating, and then I was like, wait a second, and I was like,
I think
Well-
that's the best thing ever
Oh, so
invented
good,
ever.
so good.
What was your
Ah,
weirdest
it's
pizza?
hard. Pizza with the cheese inside of it.
What
Yeah.
was your weirdest pizza you ever had?
Best pizza.
Mm.
No, not
Yet.
the best. The
The
weirdest.
craziest pizza.
it was crazy.
Uh,
Right, you
I
have
have-
to-
Oh wow.
No.
I'm not an exotic. Like I don't like exploring things. I'm
I've
very
had
picky.
macaroni and cheese pizza. that's
Oh,
really
yeah.
weird. Fettuccine Alfredo pizza where it's like got Alfredo sauce on it. I don't know if that's that weird. I've heard that in other places they've had banana on
Bananas.
pizza.
I think that's like
But I-
Bananas?
that, but
I
I
think
don't
it's
know
in
if it's
Sweden.
good or not. Yeah.
What the fuck?
I know, right?
But the funny thing is, like in Italy, the pizzas are completely different. They're like really small. They're like only like this,
Yeah.
and they don't put a lot of things on it. No pineapple, no pepperoni.
No pepperoni.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. It's
I
just like
understand pineapple, but like pepperoni.
yeah, exactly. They don't do that. And
Wow.
the Italians are always like really insulted when you're like putting so much things on your pizza.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Wow.
Yeah, it's always funny because I ate pizza once. It was really good, but for me it was like empty because
Oh,
there
yeah.
wasn't much stuff on it. But yeah,
I like a lot.
Maybe empty sometimes more.
Yes.
yeah. But if you eat something, you want a lot of cool stuff on it
Yeah,
because
Yeah.
more is more.
I agree.
but as I was in London in 2012, I had a pop punk pizza, and it sucks really because there was pepperoni and ananas and jalapenos on one
Yeah.
pizza, and it sucks really because it was too much pepperoni plus jalapenos plus ananas.
What?
Uh,
Pepperoni and
yeah.
ananas? This is crazy.
This is very crazy.
This is- This is where I cross a line.
and
You
it
don't do
wasn't
pepperoni and
it
ananas.
wasn't tasty.
You don't do this. Yeah? And by the way, I have a good idea for a podcast. We talk about food.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
That's
Yeah.
great. I would get
Next
hungry
episode.
really fast.
So, I want to go forward with my quick fire. I have some more questions to you.
Already.
Okay. Neck Deep or Blink 182?
Blink 182.
It's
Good.
very, very hard though.
You like classic rock.
Neck Deep is a
Okay.
European band.
So this is my last. Maybe Jan, you have some more.
This
So I will be my last quickfire. Will be the last cause
wait a
we have
moment.
a very big argument. In
We got a very big discussion about this quickfire
But
because
before Jan do his question before, do a
No,
quickfire before. Come on, go for it.
about
It will be a long time because you know my rage.
no, we take this rage before. Also, we add noch background information about the next quickfire. We was on a concert together, and Hansi goes to the crowd and asks the people.
One on Super Happen, Sum 41, you can just say it.
And then Hansi was shocked that our pick is the more pickest choice
Was
of the
Was more picked.
was more picked from the crowd than his choice.
I don't
So
want to spoil you, but you're my little hope.
Come on, Hansi. Fire.
All right.
So,
Yes.
please, you are my hope. Please.
No more hope.
Pressure. My Chemical Romance or Yellow Card.
My Chemical
My Chemical
Romance.
Romance.
No!
I love you guys. I love you.
That's wrong. That's freaking
Love
wrong.
You suck. Guys, I love you.
Yellow
They're
card
both
is
great
great.
bands.
though. Yellow card is great.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Why
I love
not
it.
yellow card?
But this one was the easy one for you. You did a cover for My Chemical
Yeah,
Romance.
you guys.
So, and he knew that. That's why he was like, "You're my hope." That was rigged. It was rigged. I don't accept it.
Shut up. Cause at the concert, there was one dude. He had merchandise from My Chemical Romance, and I asked him this question, and he said Yellow Card.
It was the best moment of my life.
What?
When I see Hansi's face is ah.
Oh.
This was the moment where we wanted to go to the next bridge. I love trains.
Okay.
So also your Hansi's hope and he's cheating.
So I don't have to. So I don't have to go in the rage mode because I know everybody love it when I in the rage mode, but my old heart.
Yay!
He's an old man. He needs
So-
switching hands.
So from one old man to the other old man, Jan.
Hey, how's that? Johnny?
You're so old. You would play with Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, I did. I taught him everything on the guitar.
So come on, Jan.
Okay, Johnny or Wise Against?
Journey or Rise Against?
That's
That's
a hard
actually-
one, even for me.
Journey or Rise Against?
Journey, I
I think Journey too.
Yeah, Johnny's awesome. That was the
What?
Johnny's awesome.
Oh no!
I really love.
It's okay.
I really love Wise Against, but Journey is like
So
the best band ever. I say it.
So
Yeah,
I think
They're really good.
you don't. But you mean Journey with "Don't Stop Believing"?
That song is awesome. Don't insult
Why?
that song.
Why? Journey and Rise Against? Why? This is as you say Tupac and Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah, and
It doesn't make sense.
except this one moment, it makes complete sense. The goal of this game is not to compare similar things, it's to choose between one of two. So you can choose everything you like. I could ask, do you like planes or submarines? It doesn't really matter at all.
Okay, come on, break. We break it down, and one last thing. Bowling for Soup or Simple Plan?
Falling for
Come on, come on.
Wait.
This
Ah,
is
simple.
this is too
was-
rough.
This was practice. This sounded practice.
Yeah.
So Jared,
Wait,
Disco
no.
loves you. Don't be angry. So you can say Simple Plan.
So,
Bowling for Soup. Bowling for
Super
Soup.
Soup.
Even though we love Simple Plan, Bowling for Soup has so many hits. But I mean, so does Simple Plan. But Bowling for Soup.
oh, I love Simple Plan and Bowling for Soup in
Yeah,
the years
awesome.
which I began music to hear. Ah, yes.
Yeah, and I only remember one song of Simple Plan. Saturday night, and this is
I'm just a kid.
okay.
Okay. Okay.
Welcome
Okay.
to my life. Shut up. Shut up is awesome.
Yeah.
I do anything.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
And from the newer song, Take My Hand Tonight. This song is great.
Which are your favorite bands at the moment? We speak about our bands, but what's yours?
There's this band called Water Parks, and they were
Ah.
actually on Warped Tour with us, and they're super great. They're like a mixture of like pop punk with kind of a little bit of pop, which is interesting. And
I've been listening to a lot of All Time Low recently.
Yeah.
I've
Oh,
gone back.
not very good.
they are really good. Have you heard their new album yet? It's really good.
Yes, this is like a little flashback to the personality
yeah.
album. This
Also,
is
they feature another band. They're called the band Camino, and
very good.
Oh, they're so good.
I love them.
Love them so much. Also, the 1975. They're a little bit different. They're more indie, but they're really good. So yeah, that's a couple of our favorite bands.
Yeah.
Right
yeah, also the pop punk, not other genre like metal or something else.
Hollywood Undead maybe, or Korn, Slipknot,
now.
my stuff.
Hansi's
They're in our genre. She loves Slipknot. She actually did the drum cover for a Slipknot song, and I think she's gonna release another one
Soon.
today or tomorrow.
Yeah, soon.
So
Yeah.
So, okay, and I got a question. Jared said when I asked, you make a cover of your song of "Girl All the Bad Guys Want," which she sang like a newer version about where's this? Post Malone and something else. He said,
Yeah.
Redding, please. Yeah.
He said-
Youngblood. He sings about Youngblood. He's
Yes.
really good too.
Yeah.
So
The funny thing, when we listened to it, I had to Google all the names. I didn't know any of these guys. I googled this Billy something.
Billy.
Yeah, exactly. And all the other ones, I was like, I
Yeah.
felt like an old man, to be honest.
She's like on Spotify chart. She's like the third best artist in the world. She's like insane.
yeah.
Yes. But Jared said Bowling for Soup will not made a newer version of Girl All the Bad Guys Want. It should do other band because they are too old for this. so the thing is, you're younger than Jared. Maybe you are cover Girl All the Bad Guys Want in a newer version.
Yeah. Oh, that would actually be smart. Yeah.
Yeah. And we told him, if no one does it, we will do it.
But you hear our English is too bad for this?
Yeah.
So I try to do a lot of searching about your band name. What is the history about behind the band name? Cause for me, when I read your band, when I wrote your band name, it listen like a little rebel punk band. For me, what is the history behind this band name? And I love you because you've written girlfriend with sad, and you're with only you are. I love it. This is old school style. I love it.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, the origin of our band name, whenever we first decided, we're gonna be a band, we were like, I guess we need a name, which is one of the most exciting parts of starting a band. And we were just throwing ideas out there. One of us suggested, hey, how about We're Not Your Girlfriends, kind of like as like a joke. And then we were like, wait, what if we actually were? And so then we changed the spelling and to make it a little more new.
Personable.
And also it worked for all social media platforms, so that was nice. So yeah, that's the story of our band name.
I mean, it's better than Not Your Girlfriend's 1 or 2.
Right.
That's right. So, further question, Jan or Hansi?
I can. Let's have a look. Yeah, I take some notes, but it's hard for me to read.
To speak.
It's too. So here I have a double handicap, so I can't read my notes and I can't speak English. So
Yeah,
it is a double handicap.
Yes, you have to know. Hansi got Jan Tunnelblick.
I've got a tunnel vision as I was 2 years old. I only see like a toilet paper and only like 50 centimeters, and after that I see not so good, and I only had this, and so it's hard to read my notice. I'm so sorry for that.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah.
So let's have a look. Maybe I have a little bit spontaneous idea, but we have to check it will work. Do you want to play a song maybe unplugged in our podcast, because you have guitars in the background.
Oh yeah, I
There's
think
one downstairs.
yeah, that guitar is pretty
So, but we have to check. It will be work.
Yeah, it would be.
My last question, cause my last question, cause I'm from the metal part here. Now I'm older. I'm a little bit more relaxed and listen pop punk, skate punk, and not metal so often now. But do you like some little bit screamer parts, or do you think about screamer parts? So sometimes when I hear a song, I can't remember the name. What's the name of that?
know what I mean anyway?
Yeah, sometimes I think there's when you play these kinds of stuff, not this song, but when you play this kind of stuff, you want to be maybe some little screamer part, because for my heart it will be cool. But I can't understand if you say you don't like. Yeah.
I think that I haven't really tried doing that before, so
It's very hard.
it might be interesting to have someone like, here's my guitar, have someone feature do a screamer part, but I don't know.
Okay.
Hansi could be your feature.
I can be a feature.
Better not.
Maybe Jan, he's a better one.
So,
Do you want to choose your own song, or you want a challenge?
Oh, maybe. What's the challenge? I don't know.
I would go easy one. Let It Go from Frozen.
But before we do that, we have to check because of all work. I think we can stop the recording now.
we're not at Discord at the moment, Hansi. We're not on Discord. That would be work. When it's not work, I stop it and say, stop!
Okay.
So, come on.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's
I think,
play a song.
okay. So I think we can do a challenge before everyone here in this conference can say one song, and you can play it, and you play, and after that you show your song, or maybe two songs, maybe a full concert if you want. So.
Oh no, let them.
Okay, so we're gonna
And this guy don't play it, don't stop.
Hansi, let him go.
Yeah, let it go, Hansi. Let it go.
I'm quiet now.
We're gonna do the challenge song, right? Let It Go by Frozen. From
Yeah,
Let It
I
Go.
thought it's a good starting song. It's not so hard.
Okay.
Good luck.
You harmonize, okay?
I am. Let it go, let it go. Can't hold you back anymore. Let it go, let it go. Turn my back and slam the door. The snow was white on the mountains tonight. Footprints to be seen. A kingdom of isolation, and it looks like I'm a queen. The wind is howling like the swirling storms inside. Couldn't keep it in. Heaven knows I tried. Sorry. Don't let them in.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, this was great. I tried to make a little bit atmosphere.
I have to say, my dear, but I don't have my mobile phone.
Yeah, that just had my thumb, so I was like just making like.
So I can use my very, very healthy.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yes.
Yeah, it's actually a nice idea. We invite some artists and challenge them to like everyone does a song.
Yes.
Maybe that's fun.
I would like. Also, when you play another song, play it Bowling for Soup song. Make it easy. Make Jared happy.
Yeah.
Which one?
1985. You can do it.
Nah.
Yeah, here, let's do punk rock 101.
Yeah, Punk Rock 101 would be awesome.
Alright, let's see.
But Philip will be very critical.
No, I know how I would sing it.
Yeah. She worked at Hot Topic, it's hard microscopic. She thinks that it's love, but to him it's something else. He listens to emo, but bad mics is hero. His bank account zero. What comes next? Same songs,
Different
covers.
It's too big and just to be broken.
famous. Someone please save us from punk rock 101. My dickies, your sweatpants, my spiked hair, your new bands. Let's throw up our rockets for punk rock 101. She bought him a skateboard, a rail slide, his knees sore. He traded it for Jones at the local pawn shop. She left him for staring at girls and not caring. And she cried when she thought Bon Jovi broke up. Same song, second chorus. Yeah! Big contagious, be broke and famous. Can someone please save us from punk rock 101? My dickies, your sweatpants, my spiked hair, your new bands. Throw up our rockets for punk rock 101. Don't forget the little lay. On the very last word. He works as a waiter. She married a trucker and he's never there. The story never changes, just the names and faces like Tommy and Tina. They're living on a prayer.
Wait, do you say
Rock 101.
Dickies, your sweatpants, your spiked hair, your new bands. Throw up our rockets for punk rock 101. I said it's stupid, contagious, be broke and famous. Same song, same for punk rock 101.
Oh shit!
Dun, dun. Hey! That was awesome.
That song, man.
Really great.
Holy macaroni. So I love it. Very
So-
cool.
I think he will be very proud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
It's like a single tear from his face now. He's like, I'm so proud of this girl.
It's yours, girl. So, but I think we speak a lot of time at the moment, and this was the final. I think this was the final.
No,
Better
that
is
song-
not possible.
That song is the final. Shut up. That song is the final. Now, because we don't have Bowling for Super player, we have Not Your Girlfriend's there. So, please,
Yes,
play your song.
we will. Okay, let's do the
Somehow,
acoustic song.
yes.
You harmonize.
Yep.
Okay.
I know. I've been doing that.
Don't say, so how are you? I'm great. What's wrong to do? When there's only you, I contact. What does it mean? I know it's
I can't stop. So can you make me sing? I'm writing this letter attached to the keys to my heart. Am I just obsessed? Is it all just me? Are you the one or am I insane? I feel like you're special. Are you really special? I feel like we're meant to be together somehow, and I can live forever knowing somehow, yeah, I feel like we're meant to be together, and I can live forever knowing somehow that you will, that you will, that you will. Kinda sorta loved me. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys,
So it's
thanks for being here. Check out their merchandise from Not Ur Girlfrenz. Check it out. It's very cool shirts. I love it.
so
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually wearing one of her.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's very cool. I like it because no advertised, but check out their merchandise. Check out their EP on every single
Platform.
stream platform. Check it everything else. Thank you being here.
so
Oh, thanks
for
for having me.
for our follower listeners, say how can they follow you?
Yes, so you can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Spotify, iTunes, all that good stuff at Not Ur Girlfrenz.
NUTUR. Not NUT, sorry.
Not Ur Girl, F-R-E-N-Z. That's how you spell it.
That's actually how you spell it. I was just spelling it in a funky way. 'Cause, yeah.
Don't listen to her.
So
Check it all in this video
Yeah.
the description below.
We will
Thank you
link
for your-
everything down.
So we would say thank you
very
for your time, for the concert, which I'm feeling I'm in it, and
Yeah, it was good.
it's crazy. It was a crazy episode.
Thank you.
So thank you to all my listeners. You can hear us next week on Thursday, and now it's the end for you, for us, for everything. Thank you and goodbye. Tschüss.
Everything.
Bye.
Black. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, bye.